So if you're new to trading, you've got to figure out, okay, a dollar amount, a business plan, right? This is a business.
Sure.
So we need to treat it like any other business.
So like, in other words, not to cut you off, but so in other words, okay, I have time to trade just before the open and maybe the first hour of the open. So the expectations of that would be, what would you tell them?
So if you want to be in front of the screen and you want to watch the bot, and you're not those guys that can't leave it alone or whatever, and they're out there.
Sure.
Some people don't. Some people want to look at it. Only want to look at it. Some people don't want to look at it at all.
Sure.
Right. So we're not trying. It'll perform whether you're watching it or not. It's irrelevant, right? But if you want to, like for example, as a chart trader, you can stay long or short only or both or whatever, and toggle that. So if you want to fly the plane a little bit, you can do that with RipperXAI. So if you want to just attack the open, which is where the most volatility is, that's where the potential to make the most money the fastest is. So most people can get all their money for the day on the open, like maybe a half hour before, and an hour or so, hour and a half after the open, and get all the money they want for the day. That's where we make the bulk of our money. That's where the bulk of the movement is. Right?
But what would the expectations be if you talk to somebody that's brand new, watches podcasts? What would be the expectation?
Well, the same we talked about last time, the 1%, right? But you can get that in a lot of different ways. So we want to take your psychological makeup, right?